Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are basically talking about Zane's Great Robbery. The Great Zane Robbery, that's what it's called. Basically, in today's video, we're going to be reviewing that episode. This is episode 4. So I have 6 more episodes to review after this, which hopefully I'll be able to review them quick and steadily. Basically, in this episode, we have it's the Zane episode, as the title suggests, and Zane ends up discovering Rapton's Steam, which he was in before, and he ends up detecting that it's Pixel. I'm assuming that's what he detected straight away, from what it sounded like, and they went to the train. He ends up freeing Pixel from the train. Pixel has no memory of, she only had her only memory from what she says is of the merge starting and nothing else. I do hope we do get a reason on why they're actually in those containers, because honestly I'm always baffled on what it is. I have no idea. Like, they're in the containers, they have no memory of how. I don't know if their minds are just transferred to a backup body or whatever, because their normal bodies didn't survive the merge. I have no idea. Going on the fact that this episode is about Zane, there is a J thing I'll talk about at the end, and then there's a Forbidden 5 thing I'll talk about then. Basically, Zane, Raptor and that end up having a fight for Pixel because they want, obviously, the sales of the highest bidder or whatever, and they end up losing. The Forbidden 5 knot comes up. Zane kinda is like, they must be here for him, and he ends up realizing they're here for the blade. He ends up getting in and, had a cool fight scene between Not and Zane, with Not kinda seriously getting outmatched, and then he ends obviously, overpowering Zane. I do like how Zane has a 1-5 with Not. That was really interesting. That's kind of like, I feel like that's not the main thing Not does this season. There's another thing, but that's like in the final. That's almost the main thing he does this season, is just fight Zane. Yeah, I do want to make a video on how the Forbidden 5 were treated in the season, but I will save that for another one. Anyway, Not end up winning, and he kind of leaves with the Dragonians. Dragonians leave with him, and basically at the end, Zane uses his own wires from inside of him to slow down the train, to stop it, because they kind of broke it to get away. They kind of broke the train to stop it from crashing. He ends up using himself, he's a robotic energy to do that, and he ends up powering down near the end of this episode with him saving Raptor and stuff. He does. We do see more of that next episode, I believe. Okay, now the thing about Jay, we do get to see actual first look at Jay, and his voice is him with that green snake 17. I forgot his name. He ends up contracting Jay, and this is the reason he stole that thing from Lloyd in episode 2, when it's still from Lloyd from the Cyclops, and this is what he stole it to give it to him, because it was a contract deal. He got paid up, right? Of course, we know he's a bounty hunter. Doesn't mean he hunts Scooby. It's just he's a hired gun, you could say. And then basically the snake guy passes on a message to Jay to meet in 2 days time. I will say it's now. Next time we meet him is in episode 6, so 1 episode away. And then after that, Jay in the season has been great. By the way, I've seen all the episodes, so I am enjoyable to talk about him in the future, because honestly, I can ramble all day. I do like how he was treated in the season, personally. Now, going on to the ending, Rox of the Forbidden 5 ends up invading the village we saw before in season 1. And she ends up going on the world to find this shell rock or whatever, and breaks it. One of the prismatic blades were inside, and that's where the episode ends. Episode was great all in all. I feel like it focused too much on Zane. I know it's the Great Zane Robbery, and the episode focusing was good, as majority fights, but it was the whole episode was focused on him, which isn't bad. It's just I do like, some people may hate, some people may like it. I personally do when they cut between this scene and something else. They at the start they do show us like sorry an error, and that's not what they were doing still, and them talking about how Zane's robotic feelings or whatever. But I do personally like that. It's not bad doing this per se. I do like the whole Forbidden fight scene, but I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I think that's a fair rating, a 9 out of 10 for this episode. It was great. Do love the Jay thing, because obviously, favorite ninja, Jay, best character in my opinion. Hopefully we see more of him in season 2. Part 2, I think we do personally. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.